Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for the new comic from DSTLRY, Gone issue number 2. This is the ongoing, I guess it's a miniseries from DSTLRY, but let me give you a quick synopsis and then I'll get into the book. Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Gone number 2 from DSTLRY. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into the book. This book is written and with art by Jock, also colors by Lee Lorish and Jock, and letters by N World Design. Will Dennis is the editor and book design by Emma Price. So, if you haven't been reading this book, I think you've been missing out. Luckily for everyone, DSTLRY titles are now, for the most part, available digitally and physically, so make sure to go check those out. In this book, the new hit series from DSTLRY by Jock continues. It's been 15 years since we last saw Abby. A frightened 13-year-old stowaway on a spaceship bound for distant stars, now nearly 30, Abby is not only still roaming the galaxy but a self-assured and deeply scarred veteran of an intergalactic war. Beautifully written and drawn by Jock, Eisner Award-winning artist of Snow Angels and Batman One Dark Knight, Gone is an action-packed sci-fi adventure where a young heroine has grown into a war-weary spacefarer who still dreams of an elusive goal: getting home. For fans of Endor and the Hunger Games, I think that's actually I never really thought about that. I think it's definitely very apt that this really grabs from a lot of tropes, and I think that's one of the things that I really enjoyed. Right, um, Jacques is very familiar with a lot of these tropes. He's worked on a lot of comic books over the years, and it's just really kind of combining everything into like a mixture of what he feels are the greatest hits of that, which leads to a very compelling story. It's a really simple narrative at points, but is also, I like that Jacques doesn't really, it doesn't get bogged down in over explaining everything. I think he realizes that readers are witty and smart enough to kind of like figure out all the tropes and all the little trappings and tribulations from the story. All that combined with fantastic oversized art. I think one of the best things is about the size of these books is that Jacques and these artists are really taking advantage of like these wider pages, really making feel everything very cinematic. That's very, very cool. I think Jacques has a real good ability of demonstrating depth, demonstrating movement, demonstrating the atmosphere of like how dark and dank and gritty. Because these rebels are these people that are here, including Abby, live in like the underbelly of this ship, right? Which is also, I love imagining how massive this ship must be for it to be compartmentalized in a way you that you can have people really stow away and hide. It's really exciting. So let's take a look at some of the preview art here. As you can see, we see a really cool shot of Abby at the top of these platforms, and like this is what I was mentioning about the depth and just Jacques' art just really lends itself to this kind of look. Great letters too. Just really giving you those cool sound effects and putting into perspective how far these people really are away from Abby. And then boom, taking a plunge. I love that. I really just love the pacing and the motion, like having Abby multiple times. Also, the character design I think looks pretty rad. Just I can see this being cosplayed at conventions because it's something that can be done. I think fairly easily. And yeah, just the expertise now after all this time that has passed, and Abby still just wants to get home. Now, one thing I do want to talk about as well is, and of course, I don't know the coloring breakdown, but in this last page of our preview art, I just wanted to highlight how the difference in the coloring of this book. Like whenever something needs to really pop out on the page, I think Jacques really goes there, and that really contrasts with the style. As you can see, the panel up top, very blue, dark in tone, cold, gritty, and then we get to this like these sensors are tripped, and the bombs activate, and just zooming in on the eyes, and then on the next panel, just showing you now that the explosions are happening, the eyes are closed, like just all these little details. And this is in part, like I said, because Jock is working with an oversized page. These books are magazine size, so you get to really take advantage of that art. So yeah, I think in this issue a lot of things escalate. There's some big revelations, and I think there's only one more issue. These are definitely oversized, so you really get a lot of story, you really get a lot of art, you really just get so much out of these books. There's a million amazing covers that I wish I could get them all, because they have really great creators working on all this stuff. So yeah, I'm just ecstatic about this book. There's a couple of distillery books that are ongoing right now, Gone and Somna, so and both of those have been amazing, so I'll definitely be checking out whatever is in the future for this book. So make sure to go pick this up if you haven't. You can, like I said, you can now get comics digitally from their website. You can also pre-order, the collection. I think these are going to be collected in really nice hardcovers. Those are going to be I can't wait to see what those are going to look like. So uh, now, if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here on the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.